Right now, a Sauk County woman looking for justice after reporting sexual abuse decades ago and nothing being done.
Plus, Assembly Speaker Robin Vos defends his party's newly proposed redistricting maps, why opponents are calling them unfair.
Also, as kids 5 to 11 get closer to getting approved for the COVID-19 vaccine, what SSM Health is already doing to prepare. News 3 Now at 6 begins right now.
And he confessed to sexual contact with me. And I don't understand why nothing was done.
A decades-long push for justice continues.
As one woman seeks change and apologies, we'll share her story with you coming up. But first, let's check your certified most accurate forecast with meteorologist Austin Kopnitsky. Austin.
Well, I'm outside, and it doesn't feel too great still. Unfortunately, we have had better days, but we've also had worse days at this time of the year, and some years it snowed on this day. So thankfully, not seeing any snow, but what we are seeing is a lot of rainfall. Where it's not raining, you're seeing a lot of cloud cover, unfortunately. And that's going to be the case for the rest of today. The rain showers do look to continue off and on for the most part. They're going to stay on, however. 50 degrees outside, so it's not too toasty out there either. We are looking at a wind chill of exactly 50 degrees as well. Even though we're seeing a breeze outside, it's just because those temperatures are just too warm to actually calculate a wind chill. But taking a look at some of our current temperatures, upper 40s in Wisconsin Dells, 52 in Janesville. Again, right here in Madison, it's 50 degrees on the dot. Very consistent temperatures across the board, and our wind speeds aren't too bad, between around 5 and 15 miles per hour. So looking pretty good on that front. But again, all the rain is going to continue throughout the evening, throughout the overnight hours for tonight. So do keep that in mind. But by the time we reach tomorrow, not as much of a chance to see those showers. And afterwards, we look to fall into a dry pattern. But what's that going to do to our temperatures? We are going to see some big temperature changes, and make sure you stay tuned. I'll have all the details you need to know coming up a little bit later on.
All right, Austin, thank you. We are a little more than an hour away from kickoff between the Packers and the Cardinals.
Yeah, you know, I was checking my weather app, 89 right now in Glendale where the Packers are playing. But one of the real questions everybody's asking tonight, who will be Aaron Rodgers' targets in this game? Sports director Zach Hanley has more on who's playing, Zach.
Maybe me or you, Eric, even Susan.
They're in
Not
trouble.
Ideal for the Packers. Devontae Adams didn't make the trip, so he won't play. Allen Lazard is out too, and MVS hasn't been activated from IR, meaning Aaron Rodgers will be without his top 3 receivers. The Packers did activate Dominique Daphne and Malik Taylor. Those two have combined for 9 career receptions. But let's not forget, Aaron Jones is playing, Robert Tonyan is playing, Randall Cobb will be there, and the guy throwing the ball, he's pretty good too. Should note this too, the Packers are 6-0 under Matt LaFleur when Adams does not play, so there's a chance.
All right, Zach, thank you very much. Opponents of the GOP redistricting plans say the new maps proposed would continue to gerrymander. At a press conference at the Capitol, the Fair Maps Coalition called the maps a hyper-partisan maneuver by Republicans.
Wisconsinites are sick and tired of the power hogging and the political manipulation in this building. We want fairness, we want a fair level playing field, we want fair representation, and we want fair maps.
Republicans unveiled legislative and congressional maps last week that are largely based on the current districts. Today, Assembly Speaker Robin Vos answered questions on those maps.
The driving criteria are the population, the deviations from the norm, ensuring that we have compact and contiguous districts. All of those things are the criteria that were the main drivers.
Governor Evers says he will not sign any of the Republican maps, meaning new ones will most likely be drawn up by a court.
A 29-year-old man is in custody after making a bomb threat to a DeForest business this morning. Police say they were called to a business on Burton Boulevard after it got calls from someone threatening to hurt employees there. The same person then called again, saying there was a bomb in the business. No bombs or explosives were found during a search of the area. Police then identified and arrested the suspect. Madison police say a shooting last night on the Highway 151 on-ramp appears to be random. 2 people were hurt in the shooting, but their injuries are not considered life-threatening. The suspect's vehicle is described as a white 4-door BMW SUV with a sunroof. If you have information about the shooting or the vehicle, please call police.
Most sexual assaults aren't reported to police. Even then, the vast majority of sexual abuse perpetrators will never go to jail. That's a reality one area woman knows too well.
Our Madeline O'Neill shares how she is continuing her decades-long fight for justice. Maddie?
Melissa Trejo, who now lives in Richland Center, is still seeking justice after reporting sexual abuse by her adoptive father, a known figure in Spring Green where she grew up. She says the system has failed her at every turn. In this quiet town,
Here, a bunch of documents.
Melissa Trejo wants someone to listen.
I'm 43, and I've been investigating this since I was 20 years old.
She's taken matters into her own hands,
I remember what I was wearing.
fighting for the child she was when she says no one else did.
And he confessed to sexual contact with me, and I don't understand why nothing was done.
From the outside, Trejo says her life in Spring Green looked picture perfect. Adopted from Colombia, along with her sister and brother, by a nurse and River Valley school teacher, Mike Hill.
He seemed like an amazing guy, but us kids knew what happened behind closed doors.
Prosecutors charged Hill earlier this year for sexually assaulting Trejo, but her story starts much earlier. Trejo says she first reported Hill sexually abused her to the Spring Green Police Department as early as 1989, but police say they have no such report.
Here, it has the date of 3/25/95.
But there is a report from 1995 outlining numerous abuse allegations, including inappropriate touching. In a 1995 interview with a detective, Hill admitted his daughter's leg came in contact with his genitals for about 30 seconds to a minute, saying it was poor judgment.
And that's the thing that is shocking, is that I have a police report, and he clearly admitted to sexual contact with me.
Trejo says her adoptive mom stood by Hill. In Sauk County Department of Human Services documents Trejo obtained and shared with us, a therapist believed some kind of situation happened, but Trejo exaggerated it.
I think this is the first time I've ever seen this.
A CPS assessment recommended care plans that actually limited Trejo's ability to make claims against Hill. Documents show Sauk County DHS closed the 1995 case, and the Spring Green police chief signed off on them. He's since died.
Figuratively speaking, my adoptive father did the initial stab in the gut. My mother turned the knife. The Spring Green police turned the knife. DHS turned the knife. And it's that turning of the knife that it almost made it unsurvivable.
Madison attorney Amy Bogust works mainly with victims of domestic violence and sexual assault.
It's a culture where we try to shove things under the table.
She says people often don't want to believe a terrible truth, especially if a person is well respected. That makes sexual assault reports and charges rare, even in 2021.
It's just really difficult, and I think as a culture, we need to start really looking into trauma-informed investigations and believing victims.
In Trejo's case, it took decades of perseverance for her words to cut through the silence.
It's really how this all began, was Facebook.
Following posts describing her experiences with Hill, who was still a teacher in the River Valley District at the time, the Sauk County Sheriff's Office ended up opening a new investigation. That turned up people who claimed Hill sexually abused them, too. And a former student wrote to investigators telling them about what she called Hill's predatory nature.
I reviewed all of the reports.
Sauk County assigned former Marquette County District Attorney Richard DeFore as a special prosecutor for Hill's case at Trejo's request. He can't speak to why the old investigations halted, but said he felt Hill made admissions back then. And Trejo's reports were consistent.
I felt that it clearly was prosecutable, or I wouldn't have issued the charges.
The charges were significant. 3 counts of first-degree sexual assault of a child. But Hill never faced a jury or a verdict.
I just felt sick.
Trejo's told that in July, at age 69, Hill died in his sleep.
Despite him passing, my goal has not changed, and it's accountability.
It's a dark chapter of Trejo's life that may never close.
I want somebody to apologize.
After all this time, she hopes her words are finally enough to get people to listen.
There just has to be changes, and I'm not going away.
After more than 40 years, Hill retired from his teaching position in 2021. The River Valley School District told me they have no comment on personnel matters such as Hill's. Sauk County investigators say they were happy to assist in this case, but take no position on the original investigation done by Spring Green PD. The Spring Green police chief says no one currently in the department was around back in 1995 to comment. Now, we do have more details on this story on our website.
Maddie, thank you. Wisconsin DHS says the state is moving in the right direction when it comes to COVID-19. Right now, only 4 counties remain at critically high levels, down from 8 a week ago. There are also now 3 counties in the high category instead of 1. Overall case activity remains very high.
SSM Health says it's working with local school districts to provide COVID-19 vaccines to students once they're approved for kids ages 5 to 11. Once that happens, SSM Health will then provide on-site vaccination clinics for students in Dane and Sauk counties. 2 doses will be needed. SSM Health says they want to do everything before Christmas.
Get the vaccine, get it for your children. It will prevent this illness, and it will help us go back to normal. So hopefully their kids, all kids, will be healthy.
All of the vaccine events will be held in the evening. SSM Health also says booster clinics will be available for teachers. Those clinics will start in Waunakee. And there will be a free COVID-19 vaccine clinic at the Evansville Community School District Fieldhouse tomorrow. The clinic runs from noon until 5 for those ages 12 and up. Walk-ins are welcome. You'll also need a mask. If you need help getting to the clinic, call 211. Well, still to come tonight at 6, some holiday shops are popping up around the area. We'll tell you who's behind them and what they're trying to accomplish.
Plus, UW-Madison will be full of music this weekend thanks to a brand new partnership with a church.
A celebration of life, love, laughter, and Fiddler on the Roof.
At Overture Center, November 16th through 21st. Tickets at overture.org.
Find your style with Patriot Lighting from Menards. Add elegance to any room with Patriot Lighting ceiling fans. They reduce energy costs all year round. Save 11% off all Patriot Lighting ceiling fans. Lithonia Lighting has recessed, utility, tropper, and flat panel lights to choose from. The integrated LED lights will save you energy. For everyday lighting done right, get 11% off all Lithonia Lighting. Get 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
I matched with this cutie on a dating site. We texted all the time, but never met up. Then he asked to send him gift cards for a plane ticket to see me. And that's when I remembered a tip I got from the AARP Fraud Watch Network. Gift cards? This is a romance scam. Spent that money on self-care instead.
Recognize fraud sooner so your money lives longer. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
I have worked at Huffcore for the last 36 years.
Huffcore closing the plant, moving production to Mexico.
I gave my life and my body to that place. Ron Johnson pushed through a tax law that rewards outsourcing. Companies can bring profits back from Mexico tax-free. And worse, Ron Johnson profited personally from outsourcing. He has doubled his wealth since taking office. Tell Ron Johnson to stop putting his profits above our jobs.
A celebration of life, love, laughter, and Fiddler on the Roof.
At Overture Center, November 16th through 21st. Tickets at overture.org.
Welcome back. Grace opened up a holiday pop-up shop in Madison's Easttown Mall today.
They're looking to raise funds for those who are grieving this holiday season. Grace collects holiday items all year long and then saves them to be sold at the pop-up holiday shop. Today was the first day of their reopening, and Grace has big goals this year.
We've had lines since the doors open, but our goal would be if we can raise $20,000 this year from the holiday pop-up shop, it would be a wonderful success for us.
This is the 3rd year Grace has hosted the pop-up holiday shop, but the first time that it's been held at Madison's Easttown Mall. Over the 3 years it's been open, more than $35,000 has been raised to support the community grief programs at Grace. Well, UW Athletics is partnering with Mount Zion Baptist Church to host a concert on the UW campus this weekend.
It's part of the UW-Madison's homecoming weekend. The concert came about after UW Associate Athletic Director Mike Jackson asked the church back during a Juneteenth performance, along with 2 gospel choirs. National recording artist The Walls Group will also be performing.
It's going to be a time of worship, a time of fun, a time of gathering together and praising God in a healthy way.
Concert scheduled for 3 o'clock on Sunday at the Hamill Music Center. Free for everyone. Masks are required.
Coming up next, Austin has your first warn forecast. That's coming up right after the break.
Black November starts now at Ashley Home Store. Black Friday mattress doorbusters are available now. Save up to 65% off top brands and pay no interest financing for up to 5 years on luxury brands. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Attention Madison and South Central Wisconsin homeowners. The time is here to finally do something about that old, outdated bath. Mad City Baths, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler, is your trusted local source for baths, tub-to-shower conversions, and walk-in tubs installed in as little as 1 day. Infused with microban antimicrobial protection to resist mold and mildew, backed with a lifetime warranty. It's our Spooktacular Savings event. Save $400 with interest-free financing for 6 months and a $25 Walmart gift card with estimate. But call during this program. We'll double your savings. Save $800 on a new bath or shower with 12 months interest-free financing. And double it to a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. Plus, act now and get $250 in Mad City cash towards your next home improvement project. Dial 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
This is Ford Truck Month. Time to take a ride in the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 with an available 12-inch touchscreen, an available interior work surface, and for powerful performance on demand, a class exclusive available Pro Power onboard mobile generator. These are America's best-selling trucks. This is Ford Truck Month. Inventory levels are coming back up, making Truck Month the time to get an F-150 with 0 for 72 and 1,000 retail order bonus.
The grand opening of Furniture and Appliance Mart in Madison is Friday, November 5th at 10 a.m. Located next to Best Buy on East Springs Drive, the all-new store will feature the area's best selection of new styles, custom furniture, design center, and appliances. Join us at East Springs Drive on Friday, November 5th.
Halloween just around the corner on Sunday, and while trick-or-treaters get ready to safely collect their candy,
our Anna Hansen shows us pet owners have their own preparations to make.
With Halloween upon us, people are finalizing their costumes and decorations. But no skeleton or jack-o'-lantern is as scary as COVID.
That is a pretty high-risk situation, yeah.
Amid the fear, though, local health officials say this year, trick-or-treating will likely be safer than last year, thanks to vaccines and lower case numbers.
I think compared to last year's, Halloween does look a little bit different this year. Numbers look a little bit better.
But Dr. Jeff Pothoff of UW Health still recommends exercising caution.
I think, taking some small steps to keep folks safe makes this work.
Maintaining 3 feet of distance outdoors and using hand sanitizer after picking candy from a bowl are good guidelines to follow.
You can have that Purell or hand sanitizer nearby. That's always a good idea.
But while superheroes and monsters roam outside, it's also important to consider the beasts inside the house, your pets.
Probably the second most critical holiday for pets is Halloween.
There are many threats to pets on Halloween. Loud noises, unfamiliar faces, and discarded candy could all spell trouble for anyone with fur, feathers, or scales. MATC Animal Care Supervisor Melissa Hayden says the most important thing is knowing where your pets are.
Be mindful of how they're acting.
And while face coverings or masks can be frightening to pets when they're used to seeing your face, they're important in the fight against COVID. Pothoff says, for extra security, consider choosing a masked hero for your costume. Spider-Man, Batman, maybe even a doctor.
Maybe the superheroes knew something we did.
In Madison, Anna Hansen, News 3 Now.
The dog, by the way, helping Melissa explain Halloween safety is named Pixel. She is available for adoption through Southwood County Humane Society.
Pixel did a great job explaining there, too. You can find more information on our website, of course, channel3000.com. Let's go to Austin. We want that Halloween weekend forecast to be a good one.
It is looking like a good Halloween weekend coming up, so I'm very excited about that. But if you look outside right now, you'd think to yourself, oh, this rain, it's been raining all day long. There's no end in sight. But there is an end in sight, and that's going to come here for tomorrow. But the rain in the meantime, it continues for the rest of today, continues tonight, and even tomorrow. We do have another chance for some showers here and there, but I do think most of the day tomorrow will stay on the drier side of things. But we do look to cool things down afterwards. After this weekend, which as of right now really does look very nice, we are going to see those cooler temperatures sneaking through, but hey, it's staying dry for Halloween, so that's more good news there. I'm very excited for this Halloween forecast coming up. Live look outside. It's pretty wet right now, but the sun has gone down, so not any more sunlight, but we are seeing more and more of those rain showers making their way through. Earlier in the day, we saw actually more widespread rain showers, so we're starting to fall into that trend that's going to continue here into the nighttime hours. We are going to see less and less overall rainfall, and by the time we reach tomorrow, most of us will stay dry for a majority of the day. We may have to dodge a few showers here and there, however. But the future track, it does show even later on tonight, less and less showers as the hours go by. By the time we reach tomorrow morning, most of us staying dry with just a few of those chances of showers out there. And then that chance is going to continue throughout the day tomorrow, but it does look like most, again, of the day will stay dry. Jumping to the weekend, right now it looks like the sunshine's going to take back over. A little bit of cloud cover on Saturday morning, but temperatures will rise back into those middle to even upper 50s. And with some sun this weekend, it is looking like a beautiful forecast. But in terms of how much rain we are going to see here for the rest of this event, it still looks like we're going to see around 1/4 of an inch. This model likes to push out up to 1/2 of an inch. It's going to be tough to really see an additional 1/2 of an inch for a lot of us, but I do think a lot of us are going to stick on that lower side of things there, right around 1/4 of an inch of rainfall. Then at the end of the forecast, we do dry things out, which is some great news there. You can see how those rain chances just completely drop off, and then they stay pretty dry for quite some time. 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, however, well, that's in the opposite direction. We are going to stay dry, but we are going to cool things down. Temperatures in the last half of this forecast, those lower to mid 40s, and that's all those temperatures are going to get up to, so we are going to stay pretty chilly there. Your extended forecast, however, it does show a lot of some sunshine. 50s stick around all the way through this weekend, but then by the time we do reach next week, that's whenever we stay dry, but we see those cooler temperatures taking over. Monday's high only 45 degrees, and then we're stuck in those 40s for quite some time afterwards. But hey, Halloween right now looking pretty fantastic with sunshine and a high of 51.
And coming up in sports, the Wisconsin women's hockey team looking to avoid being upset by Minnesota State. The mindset the Badgers are taking with them to Mankato. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sheesh Raval with the Ortho Team Clinic at Stoughton Health. We hope you can join us for our upcoming event on shoulder pain relief.
If you worry about a slip or fall climbing over a high-sided bathtub, then call Mad City Baths for a beautiful walk-in shower installed in as little as 1 day. It's our Spooktacular Savings event, and when you call during this program, we'll double your savings. Save $800 on a new bath or shower, 12 months interest-free financing, and double it to a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate, plus $250 in Mad City cash towards future home improvements.
At U.S. Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less. And less also means more, as in more choice. While the other guys may limit your options, at U.S. Cellular, you choose any phone and we make it free. That's right, visit our store and any phone you see is free. Plus, get unlimited data for $30 a month and get the most out of our state-of-the-art network, wherever you choose to go. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Eliminate
Eliminate stress at iMart Express. New customers, you'll love your new view with 40% off your first purchase and a 365-day guarantee. Quality glasses made in-store and free frame. And lens protection for a year. At iMart Express, seeing better is living better.
It's the retirement you deserve with Physicians Mutual, where we help you understand Medicare so you're not in a fog. Flour? Oh, it's that cooking class you always wanted to take.
I love pizza.
And since you'll have the coverage you need, you can enjoy treasured moments with the grandkids like this.
Cool car. Can I ride?
Yeah, in about 50 years.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
I love being an orthopedic surgeon because I can help people improve their lives. My name is Ashish Raval. I'm an orthopedic surgeon. My specialty is sports medicine, focusing specifically on the care of the shoulder, hip, and knee.
Tomorrow morning, Flamingos taking over Bascom Hill just in time for homecoming. How you can take part in the UW fundraiser hatched from an iconic campus prank.
And those rain showers are lingering Friday morning. We're going to time them out. That's tomorrow from 4:30 to 7.
After back-to-back sweeps of top 10 teams, the Badger women's hockey team gets a break of sorts when they travel to Mankato to take on Minnesota State. The Mavericks are near the bottom of the WCHA standings and are a team that Wisconsin has skated well against. UW has won 30 of the last 31 meetings between the two, and even though Mark Johnson's squad is coming off a big weekend, they're fully focused on the Mavs.
Going into this week, just mentally resetting off Ohio State, you know, never too high, never too low, and being prepared for anything this week. We got to be ready to go when the puck drops on Friday.
Every team in this league is good, and we can't take any team lighter than the other. So I think if we come out similarly to how we did with Ohio State, then we'll be in a good position.
Monticello volleyball has had a fantastic season. The Ponies enter sectionals 22-1. How? Well, it's simple for head coach Rebecca Gustafson. They believed in themselves and each other. And that word believe is something she hopes sticks with her team once the game is done. For the first time since 2014,
Nice pass, Macy.
I don't think it's hit us quite yet.
Monticello volleyball is a regional champion.
This year it was really, you know, believing that we can do it and knowing how good they can really be.
But the Ponies aren't done yet. They're out to make history.
Well, like, yeah, we're regional champions, but let's be sectional champions. So we just always have that mentality to always be better.
That mentality starts with Rebecca Gustafson.
She always makes us believe in ourselves and the team.
And her word of the year, believe.
If you believe that you are going to do your job, your teammates are going to do their job, it all comes together. And then you have that confidence.
That you can do it. And thanks to Gustafson, that belief.
Believing in yourself is not just a sport thing. It's a mentality thing.
Is something this group will take with them.
It's not preparing us for the next game on the court. I mean, she does that, obviously, but she wants to see us successful years down the road after we graduate from high school, college, wherever we go.
I guess I kind of look at these kids as all my kids, and I want them to learn more than just volleyball.
Nice hit, Jaden.
And don't forget to nominate your coach to be our next Coach of the Week. Just head to the sports page on channel3000.com and fill out that nomination form. Austin?
Oh, well, later on tonight, more of those rain showers continue. A low temperature of 46 degrees. And then to kick off the rest of this weekend, it's looking fantastic. Tomorrow, however, we're going to see those rain chances. Saturday and Sunday look great.
Austin, thanks. And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a good night, everybody. Hope to see you back here tonight at 10.